The Sign of the Times, episode 611, from some undisclosed equipment. Some undisclosed equipment here. Maybe there's construction happening soon. They could construct something out of this wood and aluminum pipes and the steel rods. I don't know. Now you'll notice there's no Sharpayne Jonak this week. Sharpayne Jonak became a protege of Lance Dean. She Lance Dean this episode. Lance Deaned it. Be here at this time at this place, Sharpayne was told. Okay, she said. 10 minutes before she was supposed to be there, she's like, no. What can you do? Lance Dean has taught her well. For the people that love the snaps, there is the Outback Jack trading card. Outback Jack trading card. There's Chicken Bob. Looking forward to seeing old Sharpayne Jonak, but he cannot because she Lance Dean the episode. I bet if she was an ambulance driver and you called 911 right as you're starting to get to where it's life or death, she'd just sit at home. Wouldn't even bother to come get you. You're like, forget it. I'll just sit here. Maybe there's an old episode of The Love Connection I can watch on the television, she'd say, as you take your last breath. Pamphlet for the Sign of the Times. Demon and Bunny coffee. It's a delicious, delicious coffee. Sharpayne didn't even offer me a cup of coffee in episode 610. What kind of person does that? Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. You may be watching right now. Hopefully you subscribe. Otherwise, Stompin' Steve will get a sneezy head. Now, granted, after Christmas, he was much more prepared for a sneezy head than before, but still, you don't want him to get the sneezy head. It'd be terrible. The Twitter/X, where you can follow me, but not literally, much like Coach Mike Jones does, or much like Megamondo does. Megamondo follows me, but not literally. He's not hiding behind those plastic pipes that I can tell. He might be, though, because he didn't go to the thumb wrestling today. Maybe he flew out for a mega surprise today. We don't know. RWA flyer. RWA back next week. Next week they'll be back. Huge show. Team Baddies. Not one single good knee in that entire solitary bunch. Amazing Maria probably going through the last of the macaroons she got for Christmas. Another proud member, Casey Carlisle. You can get pictures like that at CaseyCarlisle.com. That's CaseyCarlisle.com. Home for all your gift giving needs. Epiphany's coming up. President's Day is rapidly approaching. King Day will be here before you know it. Look at all these great pictures you could get. If you're old enough, some of those. If you're a student. If you're a champion. If you're a fan of holding multiple titles. If you like people a little bit sultry. There you go. There she is with her Uncle Paul. Paul Freakshine. Here he is with the rest of his freak show. There he is with Wonderful Zach. There he is with his former buddy pal, John Lennon. I got a picture of Kevin Sullivan, once a proud member of Jimmy Hart's first family. He assuredly was. I got a picture of Seymour Snot, proud member of the Gouge roster. He would like to have a Kevin Sullivan shirt. I will try to recall to see if we can make that happen for 2024. Picture of old Ken Hamlin throwing a rock through the McDonald's like it's 1984 and he's named Patera, not Hamlin. Jakari Frost autograph picture. More recent CAC program. Hopefully, Keith Ryan will go to the 2024 CAC and get me a program. I'll ask him now so he has plenty of time to plan for it. Older CAC program. Book I got out of a little free library for QG Volks, Catherwood, a novel by Marley Yeomans. Sharpayne Jonak was interested in this book. She could read it, but she's not here because she Lance Deaned us. Lance Dean beaming with pride right now, his thumb squarely up as he beams with pride at old Sharpayne Jonak. current book I just started reading, Baseball's Leading Lady by Andrea Williams. It has to do with Effa Manley and the rise and fall of the Negro Leagues. She was an owner of one of the teams. Her and her husband owned a team, which was a pretty big deal back in the 20s and 30s and 40s. I'll learn more about it as I read the book. This week, a busy week. Sunday on Turnbuckle Turmoil. If Blog Talk Radio cooperates, if it's not on the fritz, if it doesn't fail us like it sometimes has this particular month, Stompin' Steve's hard work and his flyer making will not go to waste, as we will have 123 day, a once in a lifetime shot. We will never see this date ever again in our lifetime, so hopefully it will work, and referees from far and wide will converge so that we may have a proper 123 day. It's the hope and the dream. Coach Mike Jones probably pacing around his place right now, hoping that it comes to fruition and we'll learn more about these fine officials. Monday, I'll probably watch the Winter Classic. Sharp-Payne Jonak coming into town, wanting people to go to SeaTac to join her there in the middle of one of the busiest tourist days in the entire city. Who does that? Who has that short-sightedness that they would think that that would be something that people could do? Why? Why would you not plan? Old Thumbs Up really got her going on the right path in his mind, I'm sure. Tuesday, looking pretty free. Wednesday, maybe I'll watch some old episodes of Rollout. That was a show that happened. It was from the creators of MASH and featured a platoon of guys that drove the gasoline to the trucks and the tanks and so forth and so on. On Thursday, pretty much looking free. Next Friday, we hope to have Seeing Nick on the show. Seeing Nick as a commentator, ring announcer, a manager, does a lot of things, works a lot of big promotions down around Texas. We look forward to having him as we kick off 2024. But also, Sharp-Payne did not get this last week, the JB Moonshine t-shirt. JB's cousin, brother, uncle, nephew, whatever Lancine is this week, has her in his clutches. Maybe JB will rescue her. We'll see. But also, this is the episode where I normally thank all the promoters that use me. If I leave you out, it was not intentional. It was probably CT or something, but not a slight on you. But I want to thank the fine people at Northwest Pro for having me many times there in Vaughan and the surrounding area. Also, Road Wrestling Attractions and Kenny Huffman out in Ocean Shores, and also the Fair Show. Also, CPW, Jeff, Yvonne, and Seds. We ran Arlington, Washington many times. Also, over on Kitsap Peninsula. Also, over in Marysville as well at the Strawberry Festival. Also, I worked for Chad French at Paulcade. That was a delight. Wrestle Club over in Boise. I had to work there multiple times. Always a joy to go to Wrestle Club, who will be having their New Year's Eve show not outside this year. Not outside this year, but still a New Year's Eve show. Also, New Era Wrestling. I got to go over there, help out with the ring crew a little bit after I left Paulcade. Always a pleasure to run into the fine people there at New Era. And I think that might be it for this year. If not, you can send me the heats later. But if I did work for you, thanks so much for the opportunity. Chicken Bob enjoys you. And I did forget when the Lucha Group in Seattle, Chicken Bob went over there and worked. I was with him when he did that, so thanks for the Lucha Group there in Seattle. Kat Galore was there. She most assuredly was. I saw her there. And that might be it. be it. I think so. I think so. But pretty much episode 611